You know, if Yao'd told me a couple years ago that my own blood would stab me in the back over money, I'd have laughed it off. Family's family. Right. We stick together through thick and thin. But life has a way of slapping you awake. And boy, did it ever. Jamie. 38 now. Living in Seattle well. Back in Seattle after everything went down. I grew up in a tight-knit clan in Portland, Oregon. My parents ran a small chain of coffee shops. Nothing fancy, but it was ours. Dad built it from scratch in the 80s, roasting beans in our garage at first. Mom handled the books, and us kids, me, my older brother Rick, and my cousin Lena, who was like a sister since her folks passed young, helped out after school. Dad passed suddenly from a heart attack when I was 28. It hit us hard, but Mom kept things going. She was the rock. You know, fierce, smart, always quoting those old motivational posters like, "Tough times don't last. Tough people do." Rick and I stepped up. I managed the day-to-day ops. He handled expansions. Lena, she was more the black sheep, always chasing get-rich-quick schemes, bouncing from job to job. But family. So we let her crash at our places. Loaned her cash now and then. Never thought it'd bite us. Mom got sick about 5 years ago, cancer. The aggressive kind. She fought like hell. But it took her fast. In her will. She left the business split 3 ways, me, Rick, and Lena. Equal shares. Because blood is blood, she said. The shops were worth maybe $1 million total. Real estate in Portland had boomed. Plus her house. Savings. All that. I was executor. Trusted to handle it fair. That's where the greed crept in. Rick and Lena started whispering behind my back almost immediately after the funeral. I'd catch them on calls, or they'd clam up when I walked in. At first, I chalked it up to grief. But then the questions started. Jamie, you sure the will's legit? Mom was on meds at the end, maybe she wasn't thinking straight. That was Lena. Eyes darting like she was plotting a heist. Rick nodded along, sighing. Yeah, bro. We should get a lawyer to double check. For protection. I brushed it off. Guys, it's clear as day. Mom wanted us equal. But they pushed. Hired their own attorney without telling me, a shark named Harlan who specialized in estate disputes. Next thing I know, served papers. They are contesting the will, claiming undue influence, saying I pressured Mom into naming me executor because I was too involved in the business. Bullshit. I was the one grinding 60-hour weeks while they partied. The lawsuit dragged on for months. Court dates, depositions, fees eating into the estate. I dipped into my savings to fight it, hiring my own lawyers. Jamie, this is ugly, she told me. They are alleging forgery on some addendums. Got witnesses, waitstaff from the shops saying you badmouthed them to Mom. Lies. All of it. But mud sticks. Right. The judge, some old timer, seemed swayed by their sob stories. Lena on the stand, tears flowing. Auntie always favored Jamie. He manipulated her when she was weak. Rick backed her up. I love my brothers, but this isn't fair. Mom promised me more for helping with expansions. Helping. He showed up twice a year. I felt the betrayal like a knife twisting. Nights alone in Mom's empty house, had to sell one shop already for legal costs. I'd pace. Furious tears streaming. How could they? We grew up sharing bunk beds, backyard barbecues, Christmases with Dad's terrible eggnog. Now they were tearing it apart for cash. My marriage suffered too. My wife Sarah supported me, but the stress led to fights. Jamie, maybe settle. Jed say, it's killing you. But settle meant giving in to thieves. In the end, they won. Sort of. The judge ruled the will ambiguous some crap about Mom's handwriting on a codicil and ordered a redistribution. Rick and Lena got 40% each. Me just 20%. Worse, they voted me out of management. Conflict of interest. Their lawyer said. They sold the shops quick to a big chain. Pocketed the profits. The house flipped for a fortune. My share, after debts and fees, barely enough for a down payment on a crappy apartment. I lost my job, my home, my legacy. Sarah and I moved to Seattle for her job. I took whatever gig I could barista at a rival chain. Ironic huz. Depressed. Broke. Seething. That rock bottom. It fueled the fire. I couldn't let them win. Not forever. Revenge isn't my style. I'm the nice guy. The peacemaker, but this demanded justice. Karma needed a nudge. I started small, digging into their lives. Social media stalking at first. Rick was flashing cash on Instagram new truck. Vacations. Lena. Starting a wellness scam. Learn. Business selling essential oils and pyramid scheme crap. But I needed dirt. Real dirt. Remember Harland, their lawyer. I wondered if he played dirty. Posed as a potential client. Met him for consultation. Slipped in questions about past cases. He bragged about creative evidence. Bingo. I recorded it legal in Oregon. One party consent, but not enough. Then, a break. An old family friend. Uncle Pete, not blood, but close. Called out of the blue. Jamie. Kid. I heard what happened. Your mom would've been heartbroken. He paused. Listen. Lena came to me months before the suit. Asked if I'd lie about you pressuring your mom. Offered me a cut. I said no. But I got proof. Emails. Screenshots. Lena begging him to falsify a statement. Holy shit. That was fraud. Perjury. I thanked him. Heart racing. But how to use it? Direct confrontation. No. They'd deny. I needed to turn the tables epic style. Make them lose what they stole. I lawyered up again, this time a pro bono from a legal aid clinic. A pit bull named Maria who hated estate vultures. Jamie. This is gold, she said. Eyes gleaming. We can file for fraud on the court. Nullify the judgment. Maybe criminal charges. But I wanted more. Public humiliation. They thrived on image. Rick, the successful entrepreneur. Lena, the influencer wannabe. Phase 1, gather ammo. I hired a PI on the cheap friend of a friend. He tailed them. Rick was cheating on his wife with a barista from one of our old shops. Photos. Lena. Her business was shady fake testimonials. Unpaid vendors suing her. Plus, tax evasion hints she hadn't reported inheritance income properly. Phase 2, plant seeds. Anonymously tipped the IRS about Lena. Sent the affair pics to Rick's wife via burner email. Thought you should know. Chaos ensued. Rick's marriage imploded, divorce papers flew. Lena got audited. Scrambling. But the big play. The fraud case. Maria filed quietly at first. Building evidence. We subpoenaed everything, emails. Bank records. Turns out, they'd funneled estate money through shell accounts to hide it. Harlan flipped when we confronted him with my recording. It was their idea. He squealed. I just facilitated. Court day 2.0. Different judge. Thank God. Rick and Lena showed up cocky at first. Lena in designer clothes bought with my mom's money. Rick smirking. This is harassment. Their new lawyer whined. Maria laid it out. Exhibits Uncle Pete's emails. Harlan's testimony. Forged docs with metadata showing creation post mom's death. The judge's face darkened. This is egregious, she said. Perjury. Fraud, possible jail time. Lena broke first. It was Rick's idea. Rick snarled back. Liar, you pushed for the lawsuit. Greedy bitch. I sat there, stone-faced. But inside, vindication surged. The emotional arc hit its peak from devastated to empowered. The judge ruled original, will reinstated. They owed restitution my full share plus damages. Criminal referrals for fraud. They lost it all. Jobs. Wed sold. But proceeds clawed back. House profits. Gone. Rick's truck repossessed mid-divorce. Lena's business tanked under scrutiny. Last I heard. Rick's flipping burgers. Lena couch surfing with distant cousins who want nothing to do with her. My. Sarah and I bought back one shop with my settlement, renamed it. Mom's legacy. Expanded online. Thriving. It's not about the money anymore, it's the triumph. Betrayal hurts, but it forged me stronger. If greedy folks come for you, don't roll overs. Gather facts. Play smart. Turn those tables. Karma. She works overtime when you give her the tools. And damn, does it feel good.